what you're looking at each position with a lot of those guys just early in camp?
I really like this group of guys. We've got a great chemistry, good, strong leadership, got plenty of experience, got high intelligence with the group, guys that can run, that can hit, they like to play, they like to compete. And so we're just looking at, moving some guys around, trying to experiment, seeing if we can develop additional depth by guys playing other positions. But it's a really good, strong group. I really like the group of guys.
Would you consider moving Stephon to the outside from the middle?
He's really comfortable. He's just getting comfortable at Mike. So I'd hate to put him in a position where he's now in his mind got to start over. So I think some other guys, he's up to 246 pounds. He's a prototypical middle linebacker. He's an athletic middle linebacker, and he's got good athleticism as an outside guy, but not exceptional. So I think that's a good position for him. So we're looking at moving some other guys around, and again bringing guys along. We've got at outside Quan and Christian, T.J. Burrell, Tony Stewart, Spencer Shuey, Kellen Jones, amongst others. I'm forgetting anybody. So it's a good core of outside backers.
Any tinkering with Barnes and Dodd inside? Are they still going to?
Not right now. We're trying to find out who our starters are first, and really get that solidified. We know without question that when we're going in there, it's like playing a 5 technique on a guard. It's not this earth revelating thing. Those guys got to take on doubles just like they do at 5 technique and 6 technique. So that's always a possibility, but that'll be a little bit more down the road.
You like the situation in the front 7?
I like the front 7. I do. Do we have any difference makers? I mean, you saw when you got guys beating guys one-on-one, what it does to an offense. And you saw that in the LSU game when they're playing behind the chains, on second down because of guys beating guys on first and 10. So it makes a big difference, and hopefully that will develop in the spring. Will it? It remains to be seen. Do we need it? Yeah, we do. We need to take our first half of the year. We didn't put much pressure on the quarterback. We weren't beating guys a whole lot one-on-one, and dramatically picked that up, I think, with comfort level. And who else knows why? And there's other reasons why, I'm sure, why we got better. But against great teams, you gotta be able to do that. And people are better now than ever at blocking you. The linemen are more intelligent. They've seen all the exotic looks, and from a younger age, and so those guys are up front. You gotta whoop people one-on-one. Bottom line. So I think we got good enough guys I'm hopeful that will develop.
But without Vic Beasley, what do you need to see out of him this spring? Would you consider playing him on the other side of the line from Corey?
Yeah, we would. Yeah, we'll find who our 2 best are and get them on the field. So and go from there. But I expect a lot of things. He needs to be more consistent with attitude, effort, intensity. He's got to really invest in it. The great ones do. All the other ones don't. It can't be you invest when it's practice time. You got to do it off the field, man. You got to become a junkie. You got to develop those traits, those habits where you're studying yourself, you're studying your opponent, and you're attacking your weaknesses. It's got to be important to you. So, and then after that, we want him to be a leader. He's got a unique skill set in his ability, his quickness, and his explosiveness. Although he doesn't have ideal size, some of the other things he has are hard to coach. So we got to get him better.
Being short-handed as you are at defensive back right now, just with numbers, is going to be tough to deal with that, or is it?
You like to have everybody here. And then perfect. If you bring 8 in, you say, okay, 4 are playing and 4 will redshirt, and you get 2 classes out of it. But what I do think it does with the group of guys that are here, it gives them a ton of reps. And when Gary comes back, you have 4 corners to work with. And at safety, you got some young guys are taking a bunch of reps. So, it's not ideal, but you need to find your best 11 and get them good at what we're doing, and I love our attitude. Those guys they've got great deal of pride and great accountability. They're not walking around here beating their chest thinking that they've done something special. They recognize what our issues are in the back end and tremendous lack of consistency and giving up big plays. You can't. You're not going to be worth a hoot. Giving up big plays. So.
Kellen Jones is still somewhat of a mystery to a lot of us. Having been here for almost a year, does he know a good bit about the defense, position meetings?
He does. Yeah, he's very comfortable in the system. So we got a good group of guys there. I expect when he gets in there, he's disruptive. He's very instinctive, plays super fast. I think he'll amp things up. The competition does wonders for him as a coach and as a defense, as a group. He's a very hungry and emotional guy. So we expect him to continue to earn his way.
He's at Will, Sam, or what?
He's at Will. He's played Mike, and he's at Will right now. We try to get that position solidified, get a good, strong one in it, too. I feel very good at Mike. I know that Stephon can play there. I know Spencer can play there. I know B.J. Goodson can play there. They're all guys with good instincts, big bodies, can tackle and strike. And so we're trying to find out who our top 1, 2, 3 Wills are right now.
Early impressions of the 3 freshmen over.
Big, yeah, big and long. They're all big and long. Really pretty athletic. Shaq's got the biggest butt, feet, and hands I've watched on tape. He's put those hands on people. It's pretty impressive. That's a good thing. So big, athletic, disruptive guys. Jadar, he's got a long body, and he's learned. There's a lot to learn back there in the secondary. Training your eyes, but he's a worker. He's a smart, sharp kid.
What have you seen out of Gohagen so far?
Missed a day, and he was out there today. It was his first day. So, again, he'll hit you. He's a physical guy, and he's got to clean up a lot of the other smaller details. But he's got a good body, and he's physical, so that's a start.
You said you were teaching football 101 last spring. You're out here.
Yeah, we're better, a lot better.
You're 3-on-1
I feel a
now?
lot better. I feel a lot better. Our guys are very intelligent, and you sit in our meetings, there's a lot more communication. I'm not talking to the wall. So they're getting it's coming along, and it'll allow them to play faster and more sure of themselves and more explosive. It's coming quicker, so very noticeable.
Is Shaq, could he play on either side, on either end, or would you like him on one side?
Well, you want to get master one thing instead of being average at a lot of things and get him. So it's hard enough, as a true freshman coming in here in spring. So, so we're going to look at him and, what he does as a defensive end and not try to overload him, okay, in the field, boundary, or left and right. We just line him up at one and let him go from there. Right now he's at left end.
Sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for your time.